Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here we are from the fourth group. We will present about cross-culture understanding that explain about family values. There are 6 points that we will discuss in this presentation. The first point is the definition of family values. The second point is about child raising. The third point is about young adulthood, and the fourth point is about the elderly. The fifth point is about the nuclear and extended family, and the last point it talks about stability and change in the family. We go to the first point, that is definition of family values. Values is defined as the quality or worth of a thing. A family is defined as a social unit that consisting of parents and the children they raise. Therefore, family values means as a traditional set of social standards defined by the family and history of customs that provide the emotional and physical basis for raising a family. The difference in family structures can result in a difference in family values. Having strong, well-defined family values, it helps solidify the foundation for a strong, tight-knit family. Strong and consistent family values are important in building trust and confidence in each family member. The second point, it talks about child raising. Child raising or raising children is a greater responsibility than many people realize. In addition, to fulfill their physical and emotional needs, parents also have a responsibility to provide a value system to their children. Acculturation, which begins at birth, is the process of teaching new generation of children customs and values of the parents' culture. How people treat newborns, for example, it can be indicative of cultural values. In the United States, for example, it is not uncommon for parents to put a newborn in a separate room that belongs only to the child. This helps to reserve parents' privacy and allows the child to get used to having his own room, which is seen as the first step toward personal independence. While kids in the Liechtenstein start school at age 7, usually parents send kids to school starting at the young age of 4 in Britain and Australia, while parents from the country of Liechtenstein hold off sending their kids to school until they are 7 years old. The later start to school doesn't seem to slow down their children's educational development. However, Liechtenstein claims to have a 100% literacy rate. In China, parents begin their children's toilet training soon after birth and wear something called open crotch pants. When outside, children may squat or be assisted by parents when they need to go to the bathroom, but they don't need their pants lowered and they don't need a diaper change. Ultimately, kids become toilet trained faster. Kids in Japan are seen using public transportation on their own from a young age. Parents believe that it is important to give young children the skills they need to find their way on their own. And the last one is kids in Sweden. Kids in Sweden are not spanked. Sweden became the first country to ban spanking in 1979. That means that the first generation of children who were never exposed to corporal punishment are now parents themselves. Since Sweden's ban on corporal punishment, the list of countries that ban spanking children continues to grow. Currently, 52 other countries prohibit parents from using physical punishment on children.
So, the next point that I'd like to discuss is about young adulthood. B1996 states that individuals who enter the developmental stage of young adults are those in age 18 until 25 years. Jadi, pada tahap ini seseorang akan menyelesaikan pendidikan di jurusan tertentu yang membutuhkan pembelajaran dan memori yang intensif, berpisah dari orang tua dan membangun kehidupan mandiri, bekerja, menikah, dan menjadi orang tua di suatu hari nanti, lalu berpindah dan berganti pekerjaan dan masih banyak lagi. And this is a time of life when very little is normative. It is a period of frequent change and exploration that covers many aspects of their life, like home, family, work, school, resources, and role. Jadi pada periode ini sering terjadi perubahan, kemudian eksplorasi yang mencakup banyak aspek dari kehidupan dewasa muda, ya seperti rumah, kemudian keluarga, pekerjaan, sekolah, sumber daya, dan juga peran. In many families, parents feel that children should make major life decisions by themselves. Jadi orang tua mungkin mencoba mempengaruhi anak untuk mengikuti profesi tertentu. Tetapi anak memiliki hak atau kebebasan untuk memilih karir atau profesi yang mereka inginkan. Terkadang anak melakukan hal yang berlawanan dengan keinginan orang tua untuk menegaskan kemandirian mereka. Contohnya, seorang laki-laki mungkin dengan sengaja memutuskan untuk tidak terjun ke bisnis ayahnya karena takut kehilangan otonomi di tempat kerja ayahnya. Nah, jadi kemandirian dari orang tua itu bukan merupakan indikasi bahwa orang tua dan anak tidak saling menyayangi. Kasih sayang yang kuat antara orang tua dan anak bersifat universal dan ini tidak terkecuali dalam keluarga Amerika. Jadi, hidup berdampingan dan penuh kasih sayang yang seperti itu dalam keluarga Amerika ini merupakan nilai-nilai budaya dan juga kemandirian. Next, compared with childhood and adolescence, young adults take longer to consider difficult problems before deciding on course action, are less influenced by the lure of rewards associated with behavior, are more sensitive to the potential costs associated with behavior, and have better developed impulse control. Next, young adulthood in America have typically been encouraged to leave the nest and begin independent lives, while in Japan and Korea, over-levels high education relative to other societies including in the West, and family background does not seem to be as strongly related to educational achievement in East Asia as it is in the West.
So, the fourth topic is about the elderly. Societal and familial treatment of the elderly also reflects the values of independence and individualism. Jadi perlakuan sosial dan keluarga terhadap lansia juga mencerminkan kemandirian dan individualisme ini. Dukungan keuangan mereka seringkali diberikan oleh sistem jaminan sosial atau kesejahteraan yang mengurangi ketergantungan pada keluarga mereka. Selain itu, orang yang lebih tua mungkin mencari teman sendiri daripada menjadi terlalu bergantung secara emosional pada anak-anak mereka. But elders also have an important role in the family. Namun begitu, mereka juga memegang peranan penting di dalam keluarga. Older members of the family have often lived through harder times and be a source of inspiration for younger family members. Para lansia sudah seringkali mengalami berbagai kesulitan dalam hidupnya, sehingga mereka bisa menjadi sumber inspirasi bagi anggota keluarga yang lebih muda. Kisah-kisah mereka tentang kesulitan atau sekedar menjalani hidup dalam waktu yang lama membantu anak-anak untuk menyadari bahwa hidup dapat dinavigasi melalui tekad dan kerja keras.
An older family member can often provide the role of mentor, encouraging and inspiring a younger child to chase their dreams. Seringkali mereka dapat memberikan peran sebagai mentor, mendorong dan menginspirasi anak-anak yang lebih kecil untuk mengajar impian mereka. Pada saat hubungan orang tua anak sulit, mereka juga dapat menjadi perpanjangan dari cinta tanpa syarat yang diberikan dalam keluarga. Nah, dalam berbagai daerah, mereka memiliki cara tersendiri dalam memperlakukan para lansia. In traditional Asian culture, when children are young, parents look after them, and when parents are old, their children look after them. Children are taught to respect the elders, stay with them, and care for them as they get old. Jadi dalam budaya tradisional Asia, para lansia dijaga dan dirawat oleh anak-anak mereka. Anak-anak mereka diajarkan untuk menghormati yang lebih tua, tinggal bersama mereka dan merawat mereka saat mereka tua. But in American family, as the parents get older, many are placed in a nursing home. Their retirement pension or their children pay for them to be placed in the care of others. Namun sebaliknya, di keluarga Amerika, mereka seringkali ditempatkan di panti jompo. Staf di panti jompo termasuk administrasi, perawat, dan personil pendukung yang mengawasi para lansia. Karena pensiun mereka atau anak-anak mereka membayar mereka untuk ditempatkan dalam perawatan orang lain.
Okay, I will explain about the nuclear and extended family. The nuclear family is the traditional type of family structure. This family type consists of two parents and children. The nuclear family was long held in esteem by society as being the ideal in which to raise children. Children in nuclear families receive strength and stability from the two-parent structure and generally have more opportunities due to the financial ease of two adults. Next, extended family. Extended family structure consists of two or more adults who are related either by blood or marriage, living in the same home. And this family includes many relatives living together and working toward common goals such as raising the children and keeping up with the household duties. Many extended families include cousins, aunts or uncles and grandparents living together. This type of family structure may form due to financial difficulties or because older relatives are unable to care for themselves alone. Extended families are becoming increasingly common all over the world. In both nuclear and extended families, the culture imposes set roles upon parents. Traditionally, the male has been responsible for financial support of the home and family members. The female has often been responsible for emotional support, child raising, and housekeeping. However, among some people in parts of the United States, these parental functions are no longer fixed. And today in American family, the common cultural preference is to have a small family unit with extended family living separately, and in Asian, Black and Hispanic families are more likely to live in multi-generational arrangement and have larger households.
Next, we go to the last point in this presentation, that is stability and change in the family. Family stability defined as the consistency of family activities and routines. Nowadays, families are under so many different pressures, then there is a change in the family structure. Changes in the American family structure are evidenced by increased rates of separation and divorce. In certain areas of this country, these trends have resulted in a growing number of single-parent families, remarried parents, and communal lifestyles. Well, that's all about our presentation from the fourth group that it is about family values. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next videos and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.